This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. All right, so YFN Lucci's attorney has filed a motion demanding a speedy trial for his client, as he should. Young Thug's doing jury selection, but like to me that's a way that they're prolonging the trial. You know, like because it's like. They haven't even like selected all the jurors yet. I don't think they've selected one juror. You know, it's like they're just prolonging everything. And then Fannie Willis, who's the DEA. I'm sorry, DA. Sorry, DEA. I'm sorry, DA. Right? She's just bringing RICO charges against this person, that person, and not even and just letting them sit in jail. You got RICO charges against YFN Lucci, right? And he's just sitting there. You know, like, and he has the right to, give him a bond, just like Young Thug should get a bond, right? And I know they have these heinous crimes that they're accused of, but it's like, also they do have a right to, not having their life just hanging on a string. Like, hey, go through the trial, bring your evidence, which it doesn't seem like they have a lot when they're presenting it. Let's be honest, okay? Doesn't seem like there was a lot of thought and investigation that went into these cases, and you got YFN Lucci just sitting in there for years at this point. Years. I mean, he did mess up in the beginning, let's be honest. He did have bond, and he violated his like bond agreement or whatever it was. I think he was like going to like studio and strip clubs and all this other stuff. And they could see it on his ankle monitor. So he did mess up. Young Thug didn't even get granted bond, which is pretty messed up. And we'll have to see how that goes, but he could be let out. They said if they don't let this trial start in 6 months, he could be acquitted of all the charges. Now, I wonder if they could refile them again or not. Like, this is a scary situation because, you grow up in Atlanta or Georgia, say he got acquitted in 6 months. Would you even feel safe living here anymore? Like they could just bring charges against you again, it's just, I don't know. It's like, you should be prepared before you arrest somebody for something to at least prosecute, right? Can't just be like, all right, we got him off the street. T.I. and Tiny demand ex-friend accuser Sabrina Peterson to pay them $165,000 after majority of her defamation suit against the couple is dropped. She didn't come with enough. You can't just tie people up and try. Like, think about the money. As much as I think T.I. is annoying and all this other stuff, you can't just drag him through trial and have him spending so much money, hard-earned money, on defending himself when you're just, you don't have like a real case. It's not fair. Now, T.I. and Tiny obviously have an alternative lifestyle, and when, certain things came out, more people came forward trying to get a cash prize, all right? Most of those were shut down because if you engaged in an alternative lifestyle with them, you're complicit. I'm sorry. You're not going to be given money, Like, you can't even prove that something happened to you, Like, you weren't that shocked afterwards. If you were, you would have gone to the police, Gucci Gang rapper Lil Pump sells his Miami Beach home to Green Bay Packer Aaron Jones for $7 million. So after you got to pay, the realtor gets, they split a 6% commission between two realtors usually. So that's about $500,000 or so, not just in the 6% of $7 million, but also the fees that go into listing the house and everything. I'm sure you have to stage it and all this other stuff. Now, he had paid about $4.65 million. So that leaves $2 million to cover. First of all, his loan will be satisfied, which is good. And then you got $2 million. I'm sure a good portion of that went to taxes, because living on the water is not cheap with those taxes. You live there for about 6 years. You got to assume the taxes on that house were at least $50,000 a year, right? Plus HOA fees and upkeep. Yeah, I'm just breaking it down for you. Like, this is what it would cost, So like 7 years, $350. So, you come out making a little bit of money. Who knows how much he financed on the house. And, I'm sure he's going to live a different life after this, because, he doesn't Gucci Gang is not out anymore. Nobody cares. He has to rethink everything. But I would have done the same thing if I was his age. If I had all that money, I would have gone right. I would have bought a nice house by the water too. So I ain't blaming him. I'm just letting you know it just wasn't real estate. You got to go back into the same real estate market. So he bought it in 2017 when real estate prices were low for $4.6 million, right? The house almost doubled in price, right? And that goes with all real estate. I bought a house before around that time, and now my house is worth almost double. It doesn't mean I'm rich. It means that if I were to sell this house and go buy another house, I'm going out in an inflated market anyways. It only sucks if you weren't in the market at all before I went up. Now you're just going out into an inflated market with no gains. That's what sucks, and I feel so bad for people. Because things are inflated right now. The only way to really win in something like this is like you sell, then you live in a box for a few years until the prices go down again. And nobody's doing that. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.